Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine, keeping well. You are safe in your home. And I hope and I believe that you are taking care of yourself because COVID-19 is increasing like anything. So, we have gone to the first comprehension. We have done the first comprehension exercise too. Okay, and we have gone through the second comprehension just a half the way, and today again we are learning from page number 25. We will continue our lesson. So I would like to go through the book. I will be reading line by line and you will be looking into the textbook. So I suppose he doesn't have the money to buy chappals. So Mirdu is telling that beggar doesn't have money to buy slippers. Actually, in the second comprehension, the beggar comes for the begging, and Rukumani tells that ask that beggar to go away because since 1 week he is continuously coming here. So and his feet were bleeding. There were a lot of blisters on his legs, sources, boils like on his leg, and it was lot sunlight was there, and he couldn't walk. So he is taking the rest under the neem tree, and the children are talking that he doesn't have the slippers to wear or to buy. To Meena and Ravi, have you got an old pair in the house somewhere? So Mirdu is asking to Meena and Ravi that have you got any old pair of slippers in the house? I don't know, said Ravi. Ravi is telling, I don't know about it. Meena are too small to fit his feet. Okay? Or I would have given them to him. And his feet were larger than Mirdu's and Meena. Now Ravi said, I don't know about whether there are old slippers in the house. Meena and Mirdu both are looking at each other. So Meena says, my legs are very small, so my slippers cannot fit to him. And Mirdu also is thinking that my slippers are also cannot be fit for this beggar because his legs are very big. The beggar was shaking out his upper clothes and tightening his dhoti. Tightening means tightening properly. He is going to tie it properly. He raised his eyes and looked fearfully at the road, gleaming in the afternoon heat. The meaning of gleaming I have written on the board. The meaning of gleaming means bright. The sunlight is very bright. The road is shining with the sunlight. And the beggar is thinking, how can I go through this sunlight on the road? So he is trying to tighten his dhoti, and somehow he is very worried and upset that how he will go in this bright sunlight. He needs something on his feet, Meena said, her big eyes feeling it's not fair. So Meena is telling he needs to wear slippers or something else on his leg, so his legs will not, he will not be fearful to go. It is not fair. Okay, the fair means not good, that we are not giving anything to it. Said Ravi, I am thinking about it. Bubbling, blubbering. The meaning of blubbering means weeping. The Ravi is weeping. It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay? It's going to help. In 2 minutes, I will be trying his feet on that road. What he needs to is a pair of chappals. So where do we get them? Come, let's search the house. He pushed Mirdu and Meena into the house. Now Ravi is telling it's not fair. Means it's not good that we are not giving him anything or we are not helping this beggar. Let's do something for him. Otherwise he is going to fry his legs on this sunlight on the road. So Mirdu and Meena is pushed by the Ravi into the house and they are going to search a chappals for the beggar. Okay. So here brawling means weeping. Looking weepingly they are talking to each other. Actually the Rukumani said let the beggar go away from here. Just as she stepped into the veranda, Mirdu's eyes fell on the old-looking chappals she had noticed when she arrived. Ravi, she whispered to him, whose are those? So as soon as they reached near the veranda, Mirdu saw the chappals which she had seen when she just entered the house, and she is asking to Ravi, whose chappals are those? Ravi turned and glanced. Glance means looked at Mirdu. Okay? At the shabby means dirty looking chappal, but sturdy old slippers. The meaning of sturdy means strong. Very old but very strong slippers. These are just the right size, he said. So Ravi said this is just right size for the beggar to wear. Picking them up, Mirdu and Meena followed him nervously back into the garden. As soon as seeing that old shabby chappal, means ugly looking chappal, Ravi carried it into his hand and Meena and Mirdu followed him to the backyard. Okay? Here, said Ravi to the beggar, dropping the slippers in front of the old man. Wear these and don't come back. The beggar stared. Stared means looked at Ravi. Stared at the slippers. Or he looked at the Ravi also and he looked at the slippers also. Hurriedly flung his shawl over his shoulder, pushed his feet into them and left, muttering a blessing to the children. In a minute he had vanished around the corner of the street. So, picking up the old slippers, Ravi went to the backyard, gave the slippers to the old beggar and said not to come back again here. So, seeing the chappal, the beggar was very happy. He took his towel, put it on his shoulder and just hurriedly, means very fast, he wore the chappal and he soon went out of the street. Okay? And he was inside the mind, muttering, so whispering and blessing the children. The music master came out of the house and unappreciatively looked at the three of them, sitting quietly under the tree, playing marbles. Then he searched for his chappals in the veranda where he had put them. Unappreciative means, the meaning of unappreciative means it is given in the book disapproving, not happily. He is looking at the Mirdu, Meena and Ravi. They are playing, sitting under the tree. What they were playing? They were playing the marbles. Okay. And the music master, when he came out in the veranda, he was searching for his slippers. Lali, he called after a few moments. He hurried up to him. Have you seen my chappals, my dear? I remember having kept them here. So searching for a few minutes for the slippers. When the music master didn't get it, he called Lali and asked him that have you seen my chappals that I just put it here when I came. Ravi, Mirdu and Meena silently watched Lali and the music master searched every corner of the veranda. He scurried around, looking over the railing and scrooching near the flower pot to look between them. Okay? Vanished means he disappeared. Watching means bendingly he is looking each and every corner of the house for the slipper. Who is looking? Music master is looking each corner of the house. Near the pot also he is searching for his slippers. Brand new they were. I went all the way to Mount Road to buy them. He went on saying, they cost a whole month's fee. Do you know, sir? Lali is asking the explanation about the chappal. So, music master is telling, I went all the way to Mount Road and I have purchased this chappal. Do you know that? Okay, and it cost my whole month tuition fee. Soon Lali went to tell her mother. Rukumani appeared looking harassed with Pati following her. Where could they be? It's really quite upsetting to think someone might have stolen them. So many vendors come to the door. Where did Pati? So Pati was very worried because so many vendors comes to the door and sometimes they must have picked them up and they must have gone up, because when the Lali didn't found the chappal, she called her mother and Pati. Rukumani caught sight of Ravi, Mirdu and Meena sitting under the tree. How you children? She began, and then seeing they were curiously quiet, went on more slowly. Seen anyone looking around the veranda? Means looking around the veranda. So she is asking these three children. Silently she is looking at them, but they are so silent. They are not saying a word because they knew that they have given those chappals to beggar. A sharp V-shaped line had formed between her eyebrows here. The V-shaped line was formed and the way she was looking at these three children. Another strange, tighter one appeared in the place of her usually soft, pleasant mouth. Rukumani was angry, thought Mirdu with a shiver. She wouldn't be so upset if she knew about the poor beggar with the sores on his feet. She tried to tell herself. So Mirdu is telling inside to herself, if poor beggar did not have any sores on his feet, I couldn't have given the music master's chappal to this beggar. She was very upset and sad inside, but she couldn't tell anything to her auntie. Taking a deep breath, she cried, Rukumani, there was a beggar here. Poor thing, he had such boils on his feet. So taking a deep breath. Anyhow, somehow, Mirdu felt that this is not good. It was a chappal of poor music master that I have given to beggar. So she said, that is given by me to the beggar because he had lot of sores on his feet. So said Rukumani grimly, turning to Ravi, you have the music master's chappals, that old beggar who turns up here. Children these days groaned Pati. So Pati is angrily telling that children on these days, no, children are very naughty or sometimes they do what they like. So they said, have you given the chappal of music master to the beggar who was sitting here under the tree? Amma, didn't you tell me about Karna who gave away everything he had? We know the story of Karna. No, he had given his kavach. No, a rishi came. He went to the rishi and rishi asked for his kavach. So Karna had given his kavach to him. Even his gold earrings, he was so kind and generous. So Karna was very kind and generous. He had given everything. Silly, snapped Rukumani. Don't talk silly talks. This is not about Karna. Karna didn't give away other people's things. Karna gave what he had. He didn't take anybody's gold earrings and gave everything, okay? What he had, he gave. Karna didn't give away other people's things. He only gave away his own. But my chappals wouldn't have fitted the beggar's feet. Ravi rushed brashly on, and Amma, if they did fit, would you really not have minded? So my chappals were not fitting for this beggar. Otherwise, I could have given my chappal to him. And if I could have given my chappals to him, have you bothered about it? Ravi said Rukumani, very angry now. Go inside this minute. So Rukumani was so angry and he asked Ravi to go inside the house. She hurried indoors and brought out Gopu Mama's hardly worn new chappals. These should fit you, sir. Please put this on. I am so sorry, my son has been very naughty. The music master's eyes lit up. So soon the Ravi and Mirdu Meena had gone inside The Rukumani went inside the house and she brought Gopu Mama's new branded chappal which he had hardly worn. Okay? And she gave to the music master. And music master, seeing the new chappal, he was very happy. And she said, she asked pardon that whatever my children had done, I am so sorry for that. He put them on, trying not to look too happy. Well, I suppose this will have to do. These days, children have no respect for elders. What to do? A huge Hanuman incarnate. Only Rama can save such a naughty fellow. Rukumani's eyes flashed. She didn't seem to like Ravi being called a monkey, even a holy monkey. She stood stiff and straight by the front door. She was clear she wanted him to leave quickly. So, as soon as they wearing the chappal, the music master was so happy. She didn't show that he is too happy to get a new chappal. So the Ravi was compared to a monkey. Okay, and it was a very naughty monkey, he said. But Rukumani did not like it that the Ravi is compared with even a Hanuman's holy monkey. She stood stiff and straight near the doorstep, means scared. She was so frightened because Gopu Mama will ask, where is my slippers? So she stood there very scared and she just wanted quickly the music master to leave the house. When he had clattered off means went away making sound. Off in his new chappals, she said, Mirdu, come in and have some tiffin. Honestly, how do you children think of such things? Thank God your Gopu Mama doesn't wear his chappals to work. As she walked towards the kitchen with Mirdu and Meena, she suddenly began to laugh. But he is always in such a hurry to throw off his shoes and socks and get into his chappals. As soon as he comes home, what's your mama going to say this evening when I tell him I gave his chappals to music master? So, the music master with a clatter, lot of sound, he has gone away. Now they are in the house and they are telling to eat from tiffin meals. So have some refreshment to the children, and she is telling that, and when going to the kitchen she is feeling to laugh. Because as soon as the Gopu Mama comes, he just want to take out his shoes and socks and he just want to wear his slippers. I don't know when the Gopu Mama comes today what will be the reaction of him and what he is going to do. So my dear children, here we complete our unit 2. Okay? Explanation of unit 2. So I would like to read the whole story of the gift of chappals, and please write down these words meaning in your notebook. Have a good day. Thank you.